Hey everybody, wanted to kind of give you a glimpse into my daily life, and today I implemented my first weekly review. So for the last few years I've been using David Allen's Getting Things Done, this like amazing catch-all system with all the data and information that's throwing at us every day. We have to have this system built in, otherwise things fall through the cracks and we end up getting overwhelmed with too much information and trying to complete projects and stuff like that. So I've been using this system for a few years now, and it's awesome, and I've really been able to get a really good working catch-all system. So anything that was coming at me, business cards, text messages, ideas, I was able to just grab and put into my collection of stuff. But what I didn't really implement was this weekly review where I was going over what I was collecting. And today, upon listening to David Allen Gear's new audio course, just refreshing myself with it, I decided to really implement this into my life. So I found this on the internet, and I can share this in the comments below, but it's a weekly review, how to do it, get clear, collect loose papers, go through your inbox, empty your head, review your action lists, and I'll just give you a peek. So these are my projects, and this was my like to-do list, and that's how I've been kind of operating for the last year or two, but it's just not, like, by the end of the day, all I see is just gibberish. I can't even like focus on this. So what I've done was turn these into projects, and that's anything that requires one or more actionable steps turns into a project. And then over here you can see this is the very next action that project requires. So now I focus on this every day, and so I can look down, and the energy has already been used in my brain to write down the very next action. So now I can look down and be like, oh, I need to do that. I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to like see how that connects, but now I can just like knock out my to-do list because it's already been well thought out. And what else I've added today that I'm excited to implement is a waiting for section. So if I'm waiting for someone's email or waiting for something else to get done that's outside of my control, then that would go right here. And a someday maybe list. Just I have a lot of big projects that I love to do, but especially with a kid on the way, a little girl on the way, I need to be realistic with what I can actually achieve. And so next up is altitude projects that I'm implementing. Once I'm able to do this like weekly review, I can get a much higher altitude look at what I am working towards, what I'm going to be able to accomplish in a week, in a month, in a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And so these altitude projects are long-term directions I want to head in. And as I said, I've always been, for the last few years, I've been just hyper-focused on my like daily to-do. And so I'm just like blasting through that, and I've been productive, but I want these long-term goals to be getting closer and closer to completion. So I'm really looking forward to implementing this weekly review where I time block an hour, hour and a half in my busy week, and don't add anything to my plate. I'm just reviewing everything. So let me know if you want to talk more about this one-on-one. This is something that's been really beneficial to my life, but I hope you gained some value out of listening to this. Thanks.